Good day, friends. Today, let us discuss about one of the masterpieces of Japanese literature written by Murasaki Shikibu, and this is the world's generally considered as the world's first novel written in 11th century. The name of this novel, Japanese novel, is The Tale of Genji. The Tale of Genji by Lady Murasaki Shikibu. So this is a very lengthy novel, of course, and a very old one also. Genji is the son of the emperor, and Kirisubo, the emperor's beloved mistress. Kirisubo lacks powerful connection and is often the subject of jealous attack by others at court, some led by another of the emperor's mistress. Lady Kokiden, Genji's mother and grandmother, die when he is a child, and the briefed emperor brings his son into the palace to oversee his education. His glittering future is foretold both by his personal gift and by a Korean ambassador who reads his future and promises that as long as he does not seek political power, his life is likely to be one of the distinction. When Genji reaches the age of maturity, his father associates his son with the clan of Jan and marries him to the Lady Oyo, a woman from a powerful family. The emperor selects his and Lady Kokiden's first son as his heir apparent. Romantic adventure occupies much of Genji's time as a young man, although he is also a gifted poet, dancer, musician, and a painter. He established an ongoing relationship with the Lady of Rojuko, but neither this nor his marriage prevents him from pursuing other women who strike his fancy. The list of women he pursues is long. The Princess Wistaria, Kikada, Yugao, Violet, Princess Hitachi, the older woman at court, Nishini no Kami, and the Lady of Akashi, and his success with them is varied. Kikada reluctantly rejects Genji and the older woman, and the Princess Hitachi proved not to his liking in the end. Throughout all of his adventures, however, his strongest attachment are to the two women who resembles his mother, Princess Wistaria and Violet. Both the Lady of Rojuko and Princess Wistaria eventually retreats from society and become nun in the part of to help them resist Genji. Genji's life is not without its complication. Not only is Lady Kokiden jealous of Genji's possible place in court, his wife, Lady Oyo, and his mistress, the Lady of Rojuka, are always unhappy about his intrigues. Rojuka is so upset that her spirit attacks Yugao after she and Genji make love, leaving Yugao dead. Rojuka's spite even extends to the Lady Oyo. After a disagreement over whose carriage should have priority, her spirit also attacks Genji's wife. Ohayo gives birth to a son but dies a few days later. Genji's encounter with Naishi no Kami, one of the Lady Koki's dense sister, intensifies her ire, and she maneuvers to have Genji sent into exile because his father stepped down from the throne before he died. There is no real check on her power. So although he is prominent performing at festivals, and popular with many at court, she prevails and he leaves for Summa and exile. Genji is miserable in exile, missing his friends and lovers, Violet and his friend Tutu no Chujo managed to right him, but most people obey the wishes of Lady of Kokiden, and the new emperor Genji fills his empty days with painting, thinking, and talking to fishermen. A dream of his father encouraged him to brave the stormy seas. A relative of his mother, now a priest of Akashi, tries to persuade Genji to join with his daughter at their home. While there, Genji begins a relationship with the woman who later gave birth to his daughter. Back at court, the emperor also had a dream of his father, who urged him to summon Genji back to the palace. He managed to evade his mother and sends the order. Genji return paves the way for the resolution of various plot lines. He meets many of the women he had previously seduced or tried to seduce, and learns about the event that took place while he was away. Kikada's husband has died and she is on her way to become a nun. Princess Hitachi had not understood that Genji had lost interest in her and spent years waiting for his return. More mature after his trial, Genji decides to prove her with financial support. Violet is happy that he is home, but expresses jealousy about his relationship with the Lady of Akashi, particularly the fact that woman has given Genji an infant daughter. Finally, an ill lady of Rojuko asks Genji to take charge of her beautiful daughter, still attached to her despite everything. Genji agrees. The abdication of Genji's half-brother places his own acknowledged son on the throne. Genji decides that young emperor should be married to the lady of Rojuka's daughter, but his friend Tutu no Chujo hopes to marry the new young emperor to one of his own children. To decide the issue, there is a competition of painting, some completed by members of the court and other held in their collection. As usual, Genji wins the competition, securing an excellent marriage for his young ward as he contemplates a possible retreat from the busy life at court. There at 37 more chapter in the full version of the tale of Genji, but most of abridged version, including the Simutasu translation used here, and with the painting competition. So, the friends and viewers, this is a very lengthy novel, and this I have told you about a very little part of this novel. So, the tale of Genji is an episodic novel written in early 11th century about the imperial court of Heian era Japan, about 794 to 1185. Lady Murasaki Shikibu was a woman of the court and penned this novel about a world she knew well, one characterized by romantic intrigue and struggle over power and status. Her hero, Prince Genji, embodies many of her cruelties. Most prized virtues, he is a beautiful and cultivated, talented at music, art, dance, and poetry, and equally gifted in the art of seduction. The chapters are organized around adventures or episodes in Genji's life. Although novel is structured chronologically, many of his seduction occurs simultaneously. The first 17 chapters of the novel, 54, are the one most often translated into English, tracing this path from birth to adulthood. A beautiful young man, Genji, has little problem winning attention from the ladies of the court, nor does his marriage to Lady Ohayo prove an impediment to his full employment of female companionship. Marriages in the imperial court were arranged to advance or secure political power and status rather than romantic love, and often took place in a childhood. There was little stigma attached to sexual liaison, and as the early debate about Genji's place at court makes clear, children born out of wedlock could inherit political power. These cultural conditions provide the drop for Genji's various exploits, all of which reveal different dimension of his character as well, the ways the man and woman might interact. He is constantly attracted to situation or woman or in some way unavailable in particularly when he is young, he is willing to persuade them regardless of the repercussions. The novel charts Ganji's growth as a person. Across the chapter, he comes to appreciate the more fully how his action affect other people. Early in his life, he presents a paradoxical combination of thoughtfulness as when he pays a visit to his elderly ailing nurse, and thoughtfulness when he refused to accept no as an answer and kidnaps Violet in the chapter where he pursues Yugao. The price she pays for his disregard of the lady Rojuka is exceptionally steep. He may not be culpable for her death. He does not kill herself, but he bears responsibility. Similarly, in pursuit of Princess Wistaria, put them both at grave risk. So, across the novel, the focus on Genji's interior life allows unparalleled access to his increasing maturity, measured paradoxically in the ways he experienced guilt and remorse. Crucial to the tale of Genji's intimate portrait of Heian era court culture. It is a sophisticated, peaceful culture that often comes in contact with her. An ambassador from Korea appears in the first chapter. Character practice religion originated Asian world right. So this is the tale of a Genji, one of the oldest novel ever written in the history of the world. Thank you very much.